Camcat Publishing presents The Dollmaker by Morgan Shamy. Narrated by Kate Rudd. 1. Standing on Air. Newport, Rhode Island, 1920. Fingertips stretched at length, gliding through the air, smooth against the heavy beat of the music. Necks stretched long and slender, and feet pattered on the floor, point shoes clicking. With thinly muscled legs and tiny waists, the girls in the old studio wove in and out of each other, jumping in time with the music. Shadows shifted over their white tutus and pink silk tights, their bodies reflected in the large mirror that hung on one side of the room. Dawn Hildegard tilted her head sideways, expelling a constricted breath. She stood off to the side, her loose gray dress drab in the room. Next to the girls, she was a goose surrounded by swans. She fiddled with the silk scarf around her neck and analyzed the girls more closely, checking for injuries. She zeroed in on the ballerina in the center of the room, with her curls pinned tightly into her golden bun. Early morning sunlight filtered in through the tall windows in the corner, highlighting the soft bones of her face, her lashes long and dark. Color dotted the ballerina's cheeks from exertion, but she seemed to float through the room, dancing as if it were effortless. Rose Waterford was the prima in this company. No one touched her grace and extension. Even though the other girls in the company looked unearthly with their slender frames and porcelain skin, Rose exceeded them all. The Newport Gazette had called her Poetry on Air after her performance in Giselle last season. Dawn studied Rose more closely. She was favoring her right leg, a slight limp as she moved from position to position. Her feet must have been bothering her again. The ballet master, Caldwell, paced at the front of the class, tapping a wooden stick, yelling at the girls to stay in time with the music. His jaw was cut strong along the sides of his face, his dark hair a curly mop on his head. His open white shirt exposed his chest, sweat running down his bare skin. "Stop, stop!" Caldwell waved to the pianist, and the music ceased, the deep notes hanging in the air. He faced the girls head on. "A corps de ballet needs to be one. Like puppets on a string, you need to all move in sync. I expect perfection, and perfect is not what I'm getting." A single dark brow lifted as his eyes slid to Rose. "Except for you, Miss Waterford."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?